We're frying tonight at Harry Ramsden's, the biggest chip shop in the world, at Guiseley, just outside Leeds. And inside this vast chip shop, there are all sorts of friends and visitors who come here on a cold night in Yorkshire to join us with food and with friendship. Let's go inside and meet them all now, inside Harry Ramsden's. Here we go. Music specially provided by the Giggleswick and Settle Brass Band, a lot of whom are my neighbours, one of whom is my car mechanic. More of those later. Thank you very much, chaps. Here is a special table. Here are Mr. and Mrs. Firth. This is Mr. Firth, this is Mrs. Firth. Why is this a special place for you two?
Because we've been coming quite a while.
You've been coming for a long time. For how many years?
50 years.
50?
Yeah.
You met her here, didn't you?
Yeah, I came in 1934.
You came in 34 and you met her here?
No, not actually here, but he brought me here.
And you've been coming here since you were wed?
Yes.
How many times a week?
Oh, about once, twice, sometimes 3 times.
A week? Yeah. That's a long number of times. Oh, do you always have this plate of haddock and chips?
No.
Sometimes
Not
outside.
so much.
Sometimes queue up outside. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have read in this morning's newspapers that one of our guests here tonight is Mr. Michael Parkinson. Now, one Mr. Michael Parkinson is actually in London working on a programme at the moment. I want to introduce you to the real Michael Parkinson. Say hello. Now, I thought it wouldn't be fair to disappoint these people, but
No,
is it a great burden for you to have to carry Parkinson? Do people call you Parky?
Yes, yes.
Is it a burden for you?
Not really, no.
What do you do for a job?
I'm a director of a small company in Keighley.
And when people come to you, do you ask them cheeky questions?
Yes.
And what does Mary say about it?
Oh, not Mary.
You're not Mary?
Sorry.
You're?
Audrey.
Audrey. Nice to have met you, Parky.
Thank you.
I'll give him your best
Thanks for
wishes.
asking us.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, let me tell you that we have a little bit of history and a little bit of geography about this strange, vast, peculiar chip shop palace called Harry Ramsden's. Let's look at it now. 50 years ago, few, if any, of Harry Ramsden's rival restaurateurs can have boasted premises the likes of Harry's mock Elizabethan half-timbered hut. But then Mr. Ramsden was never afraid to tread the narrow line between the grandiose and the magnificent. After 2 years, the Fish and Chip King, as he was soon known, splashed out with his retinue of chip choppers and serving ladies into premises so commodious that the Methodist mission halls of the neighbourhood paled into insignificance. Even Wilfrid Pickles and Mabel knew their place and chips in what was by now the Quaglinos of the West Riding. But Harry himself had always had an eye for show business as well as for fish business. On the day he retired, he slashed the price of fish and chips back to the 1912 prices. That was 3 halfpence, and the reaction of the gourmets of Yorkshire was instinctive. Thousands of flat-capped Epicureans flocked to this shrine, and they still flock, no longer to the pseudo 17th century shed, though that's still here, but to its newer neighbour. It's behind the scenes here that today's chip choppers and deep fat fryers labour to satisfy the fishy palates of all discerning Yorkshire folk. 1.5 million of them every year now come here to consume 300 tons of fish, 40,000 loaves, 450 tons of chips and 3,000 gallons of sauce. A minor miracle on a major scale. Now that's out of the frying pan into the fire, the main body and the main hall of Harry Ramsden's. I tell you, they're all out tonight. The Yorkshire literati in the shape of Willis Hall sitting over, lurking over on that table. And would you believe it, quite a surprise to me, 3 of my mates from Coronation Street, Gail, Mavis and Eddie Yates. Say hello to all those people. Look. Stand up. Get up on the seat. Now, there is one person in the world who does not have to queue up at any of these long queues. Look at them all pressing their faces to the window outside. Bless them, it's a cold night as well. One person who does not have to queue up outside this place, who can come in any door he wants to, who's waving to them, Jimmy Savile, OBE.
Hey, what are you doing in my fish shop?
Is it yours?
My fish shop.
But it really is your local.
I live over the back.
Not over the back of the shop.
Over the back.
What is in there?
What is in there?
Yeah.
What
are
could
in there?
be in here other than fish and chips? You must have them in the paper, you see. In the paper. Carry on talking whilst we have a little novel. Now then.
Don't put them on my questions.
Excuse us, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put them on the questions, yes.
How long have you been coming to this chip shop then?
100 years.
Well, you're only 70. I read you're. Oh God, these are hot. You're only 17.
It takes a long time to get into our fish and chips in Yorkshire out of the paper.
Right. Now
Yeah?
you're 17 years old now. And you've lived in Leeds practically all your life.
I live here today. I was born here. I live here today. I couldn't ever envisage a time when I wouldn't live in Yorkshire.
Do you remember it as a smaller place than this?
No. When it started, it was a hut type of thing, which I think is out the back now.
Yeah.
And then I prevailed upon Harry to build something sumptuous because I was fed up of having the wind blowing round the hut, and he built me this place here.
So when he built you that place, you could then have your hair cut, couldn't you?
Yeah, got the haircut, yeah.
Got the haircut after that. You don't... You don't eat... You don't cook a lot at home, do you?
Fish and chips for Henlo? Yes? No? No? No?
She hasn't got it. She's bursting from it.
Yeah. Carry on. Carry on talking.
You don't eat a lot at home. You don't cook a lot for yourself at home.
My apartments do not even boast a stove because single men are not very good at the cooking job. Well, I'm not anyway. So I go out and eat like this.
You eat out a lot.
Didn't pay for these.
Is there a chippy near you in London?
No. No. In London, I have a dog kennel near Regent's Park. And you go down there because London is very good for getting money out of people because they give you money for doing things, but you've got to draw blood up here before you get money out of any of us.
Is that why are you raising money tonight?
No, not tonight, no. Stoke Mandeville Olympic Village is a building that we're in the process of constructing down there to house paraplegic athletes that come from different countries. And I would like all the sports shops in England to drop us a line, see if they could give us a hand. But this is not the hospital appeal, which is about, because the hospital appeal is something different.
Is there ever a time when you don't raise money at all?
I'd rather not really be raising money, except what does happen is that there is a need. If there is a need, it means that somebody's got to do it, and I've got plenty of time because I don't work anymore.
What do you mean you don't work anymore?
Don't work anymore. You don't work anymore.
You literally do not work anymore?
No.
I mean, you play a lot, do you?
Well, a bit of dual fix it, that's good fun,
Yeah.
not work. Top of the Pops is fun, that's not work.
Yeah.
Radio 1, that's fun, that's not work.
Yeah.
So I don't really work anymore. So I've got time to try and get hold of £10 million with the help of my lovely friends in Great Britain to stop the rain falling on the heads of my 120 paralysed boys and girls who, by accident, the results of accidents, come to us at Stoke Mandeville, and the rain is coming in through the roofs.
Literally?
Literally. In fact, only 3 days ago, one of the floors collapsed and one of my girls disappeared through the floor.
And you had to go
The buildings are crumbling, and as it happens, £10 million we need, and the British people, would you believe, thank you all, in 10 months, I've got us about 5 million nicker. That's terrific.
You're getting some good publicity tonight, aren't you? By God,
That's not publicity. Publicity is when you make money for yourself. That's not publicity. We're doing a service to the people of this country. That's not publicity.
I stand chasing
Thank you.
I'm extremely sorry. I should not have
Thank you. You can have no more chips for saying that.
Are you still a religious man?
Still a religious man.
Yeah. I mean, you've claimed on many occasions that you're driven by...
I've not claimed. I've not claimed.
Look, there's a serviette there. Don't wipe it on the chip.
You can't have serviettes if you have chips in the paper. That's what the paper's for.
Oh,
These low-life southern habits. No. God is the fabric of everybody's life, and God is the fabric of my life. No more religious or less religious than anybody else. So I would not say that I'm a religious man, but I do know who the boss is. Or anywhere. God is all over, not necessarily up there.
It's a strange thing to be sitting in a chip shop, isn't it, on a Thursday night talking about God with Jimmy Savile.
Not really.
It's a very, very strange thing. You'll stay with us. You'll stay with us while we fill all these seats up, because we know we're going to play musical chip shop seats. You start hopping down there from time to time. That's where people come in. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, say thanks for the moment to Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, thank you.
You can wander around the given if you want. Now, somebody who knows more about Harry Ramsden's and the private Harry... The tea is later, Jimmy, later. More about Harry Ramsden's and the real Harry Ramsden's and the family is a strange gentleman. His father is Harry Corbett. Here's his son, Matthew Corbett, with a little box under his arm. Say hello to Matthew Corbett. It's a hot night in Harry Ramsden's, I'll tell you that.
Right.
Now, was he your Uncle Harry Ramsden?
No, he wasn't my uncle, he was my father's uncle.
He's your father's uncle?
It's
My
my great-uncle.
Your great-uncle,
In other words, it's in the family. I mean, my family have been in fat for years.
Right. In what?
In fat?
In fat for years,
Yes.
right. Now,
I'm a chip off the old block, you see.
Of course you are. Now, he had a rival, Harry Ramsden, who lived down the road, didn't he?
That's right, he did. There was a fellow called Bert Nesbitt, and Harry Ramsden was always after looking after his interests. But one day, Bert decided that he was going to open a fish and chip shop next door, but 3.
Down here?
Down there.
Right.
And Bert opened this fish and chip shop, and he used to walk up and down the queue for Harry Ramsden, as he used to say, look, you don't have to queue for my fish and chip shop, you can come in here, you see. So they all used to go and buy fish and chips from Bert's place. And apparently, Uncle Harry, as I refer to him, he got so annoyed about this because he used to go to Bert's place, buy the fish and chips, and come back and use his salt and vinegar. So he thought, now what am I going to do about this? So what he did was, he changed the colour of his paper. The wrapping paper
yeah.
was green.
Right.
So 2 days later, Bert's wrapping paper is green. So he couldn't tell whose fish and chips it was. So Harry changed it to pink. 2 days later, pink paper in Bert's.
If it looks, we eat it.
Right.
Or fry it. Yeah.
And then this sort of escalated. This went on for a while. And then eventually, Uncle Harry got so annoyed with the situation that he decided to do something about it. So one night, all the potato peelings that were in the kitchen there...
Just round
That's
here.
right. He took them all in a huge, great container and tipped them over into Bert's backyard. When he woke up the next morning, there were his potato peelings back, plus all Bert's potato peelings. And this went on for years. It was a constant rivalry.
Now, I hope there is somebody attached to this chip shop called Ginazzi. Ginazzi. Who is that?
These stories are handed down really from my father, who talks about Harry Ramsden a great deal.
There's a folklore of chip shoppery.
That's right. In fact, Harry Ramsden had a fish shop, his brother had a fish shop, his sister, who was my grandma, she had a fish shop, they were all around. Ginazzi comes into the story as follows. Harry Ramsden was always into publicity, which you were talking to Jimmy about, publicity. And he decided...
But he took exception to the word, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Took great exception to the word.
Right, well, Ginazzi didn't, and neither did Harry. He thought that if he got... There used to be a race which went up and down from Bradford through to Otley, a walking race. And Harry supplied this guy, Ginazzi, with a T-shirt with the slogan on the back, Ramsden's always at the front of the race.
Yeah.
And he drove Ginazzi up to the top of the hill. It's a long hill, about 2 miles long. It's called Hollings Hill.
Yeah.
He used to walk up the hill. Yeah. So he dropped Ginazzi at the top of the hill and he said, hide in those bushes. When you see the walkers coming up the hill, leap out, you'll be at the front of the race, and you walk past my fish shop with Ramsden's first in the race.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, Ginazzi was so out of condition that he walked past last. They all passed him on the way down to the fish shop. So, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Now then, are we going to be allowed to look what's in there?
Well, Sooty's in there, but he's a little bit shy because it's, you know, it's the company and he's a little bit nervous about coming out. I'll tell you what we might do, Russell. If I count 1, 2, 3, do you think everybody could pretend to be a child once again and shout Sooty? Do you think we can do that?
If what? If you shout?
I count 1, 2, 3. Everybody shout Sooty.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Sooty!
I don't think he's going to come out.
Oh.
No. Oh. It's very nice to see you, Sooty. Is that Michael Parkinson? No, it's not Michael Parkinson.
Through there, Parkinson's through there.
Parkinson's
right
through
round
there.
that corner.
Oh, yes. He says, would you mind very much, Russell? He wants to wave to everybody in the restaurant. Would you all wave back? Everybody wave back.
Can they all
And
see?
so everybody wave.
Put your hands higher up, higher up, higher up. They can't, they're not waving in there either.
You know what?
Don't they look
They're like a lot of big kids, aren't they?
Nobody told you to stop. Keep waving, keep waving, keep waving.
Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on.
A chip nicking bear.
He's upset. What's the matter? Russell wasn't waving. Come on, you got to wave as well. Well, you got to play the game, you know. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, all right. He says that because it's nearing Christmas time, in fact, he's brought a little Christmas surprise along for you and for Jimmy.
Oh, really?
In fact, Jimmy's surprise, it's a little Christmas present, and it's from Sweet, Jimmy. That's for you.
From Sweet?
That's from Sweet.
A cigar. A cigar.
Well, we'll
Thank you.
try and smoke it, Jimmy. And we've also got something for Russell. You'll go and get it now. I don't know what it is, Russell.
Oh,
it's down
God,
in,
here
it's down
here we go.
No, look, it's just an ordinary... What is it, Sooty? What is it? You show us? What do you mean you show... No! Don't do... Don't do that! Don't! Don't do that! No!
What do I want with a bow?
I tell you,
Neanderthal man.
I need danger
Can
money
you
for doing this.
apologise? I think you ought to apologise.
I really do. Apologise, you. Apologise! You
He
little...
apologises.
Shake hands then.
All right.
Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you very much, Sooty. Now, time for a little musical break while we wash ourselves down. Ladies and gentlemen, from Yorkshire and Lancashire, Foggy. That's good.
Come all ye gallant sailors that sail across the sea, and listen to my story that I will tell to thee, concerning them bold fisher lads that sail the seas so wet, a-hunting for fish fingers with a harpoon and a net.
It was in the year of 75, or was it 74? We left the coasts of Heckman Wyke, all bound for a foreign shore. The storms they raised off Goole and Hoe and filled our hearts with dread. We were 3 long months in the Humber Boys before we reached Burnhead. Off Grimsby's icy coast, me boys, a mighty shoal we spied of deeply frozen fish fingers, all waiting to be fried. With our harpoons at the ready, boys, upon the shoal we burst. Alas, we were too late, me lads. The Japanese had got there first.
Those Nippon lads came after us with a terrible crew, a brandishing transistors and giving it the old kung fu. We sang a jolly shanty, but they didn't want to know. They chopped away my mizzen mast with one karate blow. You're working ever so well.
Marvellous.
Well, we got back to Heckman Wyke in 1 year and a day. It would have been much quicker, but we went the pretty way. Now take warning, all you sailor lads that go to sea in ships. Don't ever go fish fingering. Come here for fish and chips.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Foggy. One from Lancashire, one from Yorkshire. Now, the wind is very cold in Yorkshire tonight, very cold indeed, and blowing hard. And I feel a kind of Yorkshire wind blowing behind me, what with Savile and Corbett and whatnot. And I need a warm Lancastrian friend to help me through tonight. And who better, ladies and gentlemen, than Miss Thora Hurd. I hope you don't get wet.
Oh, no. He's funny.
Welcome to you, Thora. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Are you warm enough?
Yeah, I'll be better when I've had my fish and chips.
You willing?
Oh, thanks.
That's mine.
Oh, sorry.
Are these Yorkshire ones?
They are indeed, my dear, but we do not mind Lancastrians having them. In fact, we love Lancastrians over here.
They're cold, that's why.
They're not.
Oh dear.
That's
When
a
you were at
Lancastrian
school,
lie.
you were at school with a girl who ran a fish and chip shop, weren't you?
Well, her parents did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. Yes.
And if you sat next to her at school, you know, I don't want to be unkind about her, but you knew she lived at a fish and chip shop.
What was she called?
Well, Dolly Lamb, if you're still alive, my apologies.
You can remember all the names of the girls who were at school with you, can't you?
Yes, all the girls in my class, most of them, I exchanged Christmas cards with. That's nice. Over all the years.
Can you reel a few off for us?
Yes, I can. Vera Muff.
Vera Muff.
Ada Lobb, who has just unfortunately left us. Vera Muff, Ada Lobb, Lillian Cross, Billy Stretch, Madge Peel.
You know them all?
Mary Edith Thistlethwaite, Kitty Cornthwaite. Shall I
Kitty
go on?
Cornthwaite?
Kitty Cornthwaite, yes.
Laugh a line, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you were a girl, you played at having a chip shop of your own?
Well, I did, Russell, this is true. I used to go to the fish and chip shop, and it's funny because now, I mean, everything's so modern, isn't it? I mean, I was watching all those chips, you know, and they used to do this, you know, bung, chung, bung, like this. And as darling Jimmy James, who was a friend of mine, God rest him, used to say, if you were a champion chip chopper, you looked like that. He said, you looked like that.
Because what, you put your...
Well, they used to put the tatty in and you lost a few fingers.
Right.
I don't know who got the fingers.
But they were tough, a bit tough, weren't they?
But it was always a lovely
Now, wait a minute,
thing.
you had a chip shop on Morecambe Pier.
Oh, yes.
As a little girl?
Well, in our sink,
At home?
or commonly known as slopstone, in our slopstone, my mother would dry it out for me, and my father was the manager on the pier, and there were about 5 bars, and in those days it wasn't crown corks, you see.
Corks?
Well, it wasn't your little tin things.
Oh, yeah.
There were corks in a bottle of beer, you know.
I see, yes, right.
So I'd get hundreds of these corks in the slopstone, cut some papers, and talk to nobody through the window, and I used to be saying, they won't be long, love. You know, there wouldn't be long, love, weren't they? Because I said to you, Russell, you went on your holidays to the chip shop.
What do you mean?
If they were, well, because you'd go about 6 o'clock, and you could still be there at 7, because they used to put a few in, and there was all this going on. How's your mother, love? And you got all the scandal, you know, and there was a big notice at Robbins, that was my favourite fish and chip shop. A big notice on the wall and it said, keep smiling, it's your turn next.
Was there always a football fixture on the wall? Because there was in my chip shop. My local one in Blackburn. There's a Blackburn Rovers fixture list, and you can always tell where they were.
Well, now, don't let's mention Morecambe about the football.
Why?
Because it was tuppence to go on a field that was a bit like this. I never knew quite how they played, you know.
Right.
And
they
didn't do very well, really.
Morecambe did.
No.
When you had your hair washed on a Friday night,
a fish and two between my brother Neville and I. That was half the fish each and some of the chips. And I'd had my hair washed with carbolic soap.
Right.
And I bet there's a lot of you here that your mother's put a bit of borax in the last rinse in water to get it shine.
They're all nodding at
They
me.
know.
They've all had
A bit of
them
borax, and then sit on the steel fender with the chips and the piece of fish while my hair dried. And they used to say, you shouldn't let it sit like that, it'll melt a marrow fat.
Have you subscribed all your life to keeping things clean? I mean, are you by nature obsessively tidy and clean?
Well, I must say to you, although my daughter lives in Beverly Hills, when she introduces me to anybody, she says, have you met my mother, the compulsive cleaner? We're a bit, well, the North, I don't mean the South aren't clean, my heavens, I have a lot of viewers down there, but we are a bit, aren't we, a bit, you know, while we're talking.
While you're talking,
when you're dusting and somebody calls in, you know, and you say, you know, oh, hello, Well, how have you been? Are you all right? Yeah. But you go on with it, don't you? You go on with it.
How is your... You've just come back from Beverly Hills, have you?
Yes, yes.
And how are things out there with your daughter?
Oh, great. Oh, great. And I saw our grandchildren. But I would like to tell you about anybody who hasn't been to Beverly Hills. There's a wonderful Englishman there, I would say, with initiative like Mr. Ramsden had. And it's called Mr. Salt, and there are all these fish and chip shops. And the paper, because now, isn't there something against wrapping chips in a paper?
Well, Jimmy says that there should be...
Yes,
there should
you know,
It has to be the Yorkshire Post and the Yorkshire Evening Post.
or the Lancashire...
Or the Telegraph and Argus.
Bradford.
Oh,
Telegraph and
no,
Argus.
the Lancashire Evening Post tastes lovely on chips.
It was fish and chips that brought the end to the War of the Roses.
Was it really?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, it was because theirs were rotten, that's why we won. No,
Look out, look out, look out.
This Mr. Salt...
We invented
James.
them. We invented them.
James, it's all you did invent, but
Invented
you're all
them.
lovely. No, you're all
Thank
lovely.
you.
Go on, this man, go on.
When my father was born in Todmorden, and the town hall, before they did the stupid thing of altering the boundary lines, you
Right,
know,
yeah.
the town hall was half in Lancashire, half in Yorkshire. Does anybody know that? True. But this Mr. Salt in America, the wrapping up paper for the fish and chips is greaseproof, and it's printed like an English newspaper. No print to come off, you understand?
Does it taste good?
Oh, they're very good, but he's English, I mean, isn't
He wants to say something.
Yes, what's he saying?
Sorry to interrupt, Russell,
Yeah.
but Sooty says that he's getting very hungry because Jimmy's been scoffing his chips.
Well,
we haven't
yeah.
had any at all.
Well, I
yet.
know Jimmy's had some chips.
Chips.
Thora hasn't.
No, not a
Matthew
chip.
hasn't. Sooty hasn't. and I
Not a
have.
scrap.
Will you please serve our fish and chips now, please? Because we're already parched and we're already hungry.
I gave mine away. I gave mine away to everybody.
Do you know, pardon me, Russell,
Yes.
I know it's your programme. Do you know what I was going to say when I walked in tonight? I was going to say, we're gathered here, this happy band, all full of jokes and quips. We've only come to stuff ourselves with Ramsden's fish and chips. I've forgotten it.
Now look, Sooty's got a plate. Sooty has got a plate of his own. Can he eat this or not?
You watch him. He's going to eat these.
No, he's not going to start chucking these things around. You know, just
Absolutely not.
before-
I'll take care of him, don't worry.
No,
This gentleman is always hungry on Coronation Street, and everybody holds a beautiful. I'm always one for the underdog, you understand?
Of course you are. Of course you are. Now we're going to eat our fish and chips.
I haven't got any.
Oh my goodness!
Have some of these.
Will you bring some more for Mr. Savile, please? Some more fish and chips, for Mr. Savile.
What is more important, I haven't got any vinegar.
We've got no vinegar and no salt. It's like a chip shop this place. With no vinegar and no salt.
I've got no knife.
No knife and fork.
Well, I took it. Sorry, darling. There you are. There you are.
Right, now while we eat our fish and chips and clear our throats a bit, I think I've got a frog in my throat.
Do you want a
Thora.
little tablet?
I'll have a
or will
little
you clear
tablet,
it with a
yes.
tip?
We're going to hear a recitation specially composed for tonight by Joyce Robinson. Give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen.
If you mention Harry Ramsden's, everybody licks the lips. Well, today it's Harry's birthday. 50 years of fish and chips. A wooden nut, a chip pan, and a bit of Yorkshire grit were all he had to start with, but he's made a worldwide hit. His fish and chips have vanished down the world's most famous gullets. He must have chopped and fried more chips than Al Capone fired bullets. He don't sell cod. It's second rate. Hot fickle northern taste buds. There's only Toshan's aristocracy that's fit to sell us his goods. In potted plant surroundings, a la carte and served up posh, or off at counter in a bag, you get a right good nosh. He has a secret recipe that makes his batter crunch. Is it Guinness Book of Records? Is Yorkshire's finest lunch. He's brought the world to Yorkshire. His chip is on the map. Top hat and tails or overalls, Harry Ramsden's bridged the gap. So if you've never been to Harry's, I can only say, by gum. I'd better get these skates on. There's no finer place to come.
Well, that about wraps it for tonight. We've had a really good time. We've started with the Giggles of Consettle Brass Band, who've been practicing, God knows, all 2 or 3 weeks to play my signature tune, which they did magnificently at the beginning. We've been squirted by Sooty. We may have raised a bob or two for Jimmy, I don't know. Do you want to go around with the collecting hat afterwards?
No, because we don't work that way, because people give because they want to give.
Well, they may well do. They may well do.
No, well, God bless you. We'll see about that later.
I was trying to look after you on that particular way.
Never live to want.
Thank you very much indeed.
May your cows always bear much milk.
Thank you very much, mate. And a bit of the udder as well. That's it for tonight. Let me say good night to Jimmy, good night to Matthew Corbett and Sooty, good night to Thora, good night to Joyce Robinson, good night to you all. We're going back to London next Tuesday. Meanwhile, thank you for joining us in Yorkshire. Night, night.
Thank you.